And in this video, I'm going to be highlighting why I'm quite bullish in XRP to finally break out yet again. Have you ever noticed that the same people that tell you it can't be done, that's too good to be true, that doesn't work, are the same people that have never made $1 million in a year, let alone an annual salary in a single day? They think of everything that could go wrong, and in doing so, they're already set up for failure. So my question to you is this: why would you ever listen to those people? I sure don't. What's going on, guys? Kevin Cage here with another XRP update. I've been doing videos on XRP for the past several years. If anybody is brand new to the channel, I encourage you to watch all of this one. And if you learn anything at all, be sure to like and subscribe. And let's kick it off. So in today's video, we're going to be diving into the XRP price chart. I'll also be covering a few interesting pieces of news. So first things first, I wanted to share a little bit of this perspective for you. I'll be touching on a few of the things I shared here on Twitter, but I'll be diving into these in tonight's live stream for patrons. Notice OG on this cup and handle formation, double bottom right here, showing the same support. We even had on the weekly time frame a golden cross and same setup for the RSI. And I know I shared this, and keep in mind this is the same thing I documented when I turned 50K into $500,000 by following the same strategy with the exact same asset. I saw some silly comments on Twitter. They go on to say that this is not TA, you cannot compare assets. Guys, I know traditional TA. This is only a supplement. People are looking for everything to fit and be so mathematical. The smartest people I know are not the wealthiest. The wealthiest people I know are dumb enough to believe in their dreams and they made it happen. I have friends that are doctors and have PhDs and are lawyers, but I out-earn them because my mindset is completely different. I'm not limited. I don't have analysis paralysis. They think of everything that could go wrong, and in doing so, they're already set up for failure. So everything I share here is not financial advice, but this is truly the perspective from somebody that has done this. And in this video, I'm going to be highlighting why I'm quite bullish in XRP to finally break out yet again. And for anybody that says XRP is going to zero, from guys that have not been in this game that long or have not done their research and clearly don't know what they're talking about, yawn. XRP was at 11 cents last March 2020. It's at 22 cents in January. We were still up roughly 6x. That's 6x, over 500%. People brag in the stock market if you're getting 20 to 40% returns in a year. The downside about crypto returns is it really makes everybody spoiled and wanting more. But anyways, let's show you a few setups. So Filecoin versus the XRP price chart. So really quick, I'm only in 2 active trades at a time. This is all documented, so nobody can say, oh, you're lucky, or no, you're picking 10 different assets, and when one goes up, you say yes. No, I was in 2 different assets, and that's it. And one was Filecoin at $73. And of course, we called for our targets at 100 and 115, and look where we're at right now. Exactly at the 382 retracement, but yeah, this is just a coincidence. Swing high, swing low, using the wicks on the daily. There's a bunch that I'll go into it, of course. I'll review this on the live stream tonight, but just wanted to show you, this is not magic, this is not luck, this is doing top-down analysis from monthly, weekly, daily, and getting really, really granular, doing much more than just traditional TA, incorporating fundamentals, because that is where the magic happens. I don't just look at the charts and guess. I actually study the project, I look at the tokenomics, the token economics, Econ 101, I do so much more than what the normal person is willing to, and that is why I'm getting more than the normal person. So congrats to everybody that was in on Filecoin, of course, and right before this, we actually had a 50% profit with Ramp. So we took 50% profit of Ramp, put it into Filecoin, and got another 50%. So really quick to explain this and why I'm bullish on XRP to do a very similar move across the board for a lot of assets. We know that XRP is highly correlated to ADA, Cardano. Cardano is at $3. I don't care about the little pullbacks. I don't sweat the small stuff. It is all small stuff. Remember, ADA, even when I was buying it at 5 cents, is still at $2.87, guys. And we're buying it at 5 to 10 cents. I'm not going to complain one bit. And there's going to be people when you see a 10% pullback thinking the sky is falling. Those people are clearly new. Anybody that actually sticks to this market for the past several years are in massive profit, provided you're actually buying assets that have utility or a lot of interest around them. So some of it could be hype, but I'm here to ride the waves. And also, guys, if you're on your journey towards success or whatever that may be, whether it's fitness, health, wealth, anything for your family, financial freedom, do not listen to anybody that tells you it cannot be done. I'm still getting people telling me it can't be done. They're telling me I suck, my crypto picks are terrible. Don't listen to that. If you focus on that and you let doubt get thrown in your game, you're going to lose. And just like that famous quote goes, I do not let a win get to my head, and I do not let a loss get to my heart, because I understand how quickly things can change, for the better or for the worse. So I'm always aware and always being grateful, but always moving forward. So don't let anybody tell you it can't be done. Maybe for them, that's their own limitation, so don't listen to that. And I wish somebody told me this when I was younger. And really quick, guys, all of my role models, here's an old quote, all of my role models are so busy building their dreams and loving their lives, they don't have time to hate on others or say, oh, you're stupid or you're wrong or anything in terms of belittling somebody. They're building their dreams. Any person you see on social media taking the time to write something negative to you has no life. That's pitiful. Do you think any of your role models are sitting at home typing on a keyboard? Their opinion? No, not at all. They're building something. They're inspiring people. Do that too. So as I shared, with Ramp, we took 50% profit, also had another bag in File, so we DCA'd really nicely into Filecoin, and then of course wrote it up. So 250% returns in a row is in fact well over doubling your money. So here's a little math example just to show you. This is why I'm only taking 1 to 2 trades at a time, posted on my Instagram today, already doubled my money, again, by just waiting a couple weeks. So, and this is the Ramp chart, by the way, or I mean, this was the Filecoin chart. So example, if you say had $10,000 in your trading portfolio, first trade times 50% return plus initial investment, so 10,000 times 1.5 is 15K. Awesome. So with the 50% return, 5K profit. Now you take that 15K and you're waiting for the next setup to get that next 50% wave. And of course, if you think that's too good to be true, okay, make it a 10% wave. If you think that you can get 100% return, awesome. Do that. You can work with whatever your belief system is. If you think it's too far out of reach and intangible, make it more tangible for your current belief system. I don't know what to tell you. It's possible in my mind, and so I'm doing it. But I still have to work, because if you think of something as the goal and then you get there, you have to make sure that you're adjusting your beliefs so you keep growing and not get limited by your own belief system. So I'm getting limited by my own mental barriers too. So I have to make sure that I keep pushing the limit of what I think is possible within myself. It's me versus me. I'm not competing with strangers on the internet, and neither are you. It's you versus you, just trying to get in a better situation. So now with that 15K, and you get another 50% profit, 15K times 1.5 is 22,500. So all in all, 22.5 minus the 10K invested is over a $12,000 profit, which is more than your initial amount of 10K. And then you can do that again with 22K and get another 50% return, and do that 2 times in a row. You're going to more than double this and have it well over $40,000. And then you're going to realize that with a few times of doing this, we're talking 5, 10, 15 times, you're going to get to $1 million relatively quickly. And this is exactly what I did to make my first $1 million. And I know this is going to get some eye rolls. Oh, Kevin, this is far too risky. No, because if you know my strategy, I have long-term holds in this market. My Q&T bag is on the moon as we speak. I'm fine. I have fiat bags, so I have cash bag. Literally, these profits, some of this goes back into my cash position so that I can take advantage of crypto crashes, dollar cost average, add to my long-term holds, or go into the next trade. I literally hedge and future-proof in every direction, so let them call it luck. But I wanted to show you this example, so feel free, just like you guys get out your calculators at night and you think, okay, XRP at this price, or this crypto at this price, and I have this many, and then I'll get $1 million or 10K at this. It's the same thing, but this is specifically for my trading bag. And this is what billionaires keep to themselves, the concept of compounding their returns. This is what I wanted to emphasize. The power of compounding wealth is often overlooked. I'm not investing or gambling in meme coins or playing on Binance Smart Chain. I'm focused on well-established assets with incredible funding, per their fundamentals, ample volume, and reading the charts on a macro perspective after we are just in a multi-year bear market, and now we've been in a bull market since late 2020. So I've just been capitalizing on this move. I'm going to be riding these waves as much as possible. When the bear market returns, that's when I focus, gather up funds, and prepare for the next bullish impulse. So I'm being proactive rather than reactive. All right? And most people wait until it's too late, as always. But so I believe XRP has a very similar move coming up. So keep in mind, yes, I know that Filecoin was well below retracement, so that's why I bet on it, obviously. And XRP is still up there, and it's in a nice position. So like even from the high, we can see that XRP is, yes, at the 50% retracement, give or take, but we have assets already reaching up here. Don't get me started on ADA, which is already highly correlated to XRP. Also wanted to show you this structure, and this is in the past, back in 2020, and then coming up to the beginning of the year when OGN started making its nice run. But I want to show you how these structures repeat. Notice, double bottom right there, correct? Well, what do we have for XRP? And they're both on the daily, so it's not like I'm showing you 2 different time frames. Most people can't wrap their head around that, which is funny. But 2 double bottoms right here. We have the golden crosses, okay, just running up. And now people, I posted this and they're like, oh, Kevin's pointing out a massive crash, or oh, Kevin's pointing out a massive pump. Guys, just look at the structure. I'm not trying to be cryptic. I'm literally just showing you. So now see how this has this little kind of double bottom right here on this 21 EMA? Well, let's go look at that. All right, so right there. Well, what do we have? Well, we had this double bottom structure, but it actually went below. All I'm showing you is these structures work very well per the Fibonacci. So check this out, ready? So let's just draw a Fibonacci real quick from the swing high of this high, not the recent one before capitulation. This is just a little different, I know. swing high, swing low to the wick, and drag it over. Okay? High, low. So notice we're hanging around with 50% retracement before we finally broke out, came back, tapped on the 1.27, back test, and shot all the way past the 4.236. So of course, our targets in the past was 20 cents, and then we maxed out to like $2, $3. Nonetheless, we took profit, scaled out, and then went into the next asset before it did the same move, and you're still called lucky. No, I literally staggered my sells out, so I was de-risked entirely. I had a massive win. And so now we're looking at XRP doing a very similar structure. And this is showing XRP at the 50% retracement, ready to break out, sitting in that structure, and the higher levels show $6 to $7. Biggest point is notice that we're sitting on these same retracement levels in a very similar fashion. We can go through a bunch of other assets. I'll go through it later on Patreon to show you exactly what I'm looking at, but just wanted to give you a taste. I don't always wait for doors to open, sometimes I just knock. And just like Confucius says, it does not matter how slowly you go as long as you do not stop. There's still people today that don't even know what XRP does or how it works, let alone how RippleNet functions. They read the first article on Google after becoming an Ethereum maxi, and I hold Ethereum, FYI. And all they know about XRP is Swift. They don't even realize what XRP is actually going after. Yes, Swift, $5 trillion a day, over $1.25 quadrillion sent annually. And that's all they know? There's so much more. But anybody with an open mind can understand what I'm showing here. Just the cup and handle formation, showing these structures. You can go through a bunch of other cup and handle patterns and compare for yourselves. And just watch how these structures go. You can go on the 4 hour, you can go on the weekly, you can look at 4 hour versus 12 hour and play with different things and look at the behavior. What is a fractal? A fractal means one part is contained by the whole. So if you know what that means, you'll actually realize that some of the time frames on the 4 hour exist on the weekly, on other assets. But there's people that are way too analytical and they're actually going to miss out on this. Next up, we've shared by an amazing XRP researcher, Damor Sahami. With NTT Data, one of the biggest technology firms in the world, I think it's ranked about 4th or 6th. I know Crypto Eddie covers this extensively. As you can see, NTT Data again mentioning R3, Ripple, and Skew Chain. Speaking of collaborations and alliances. Here's the actual document leading the digital value revolution beyond blockchain for technology and business. You can see the countries involved. Notice UK and Japan already have clarity for XRP. UK Tier 1 just mentioning Xcurrent of RippleNet. And of course, the idea is rolling all these partners onto ODL. If you watch my recent XRP video on YouTube called The Holy Grail, I'm sure you guys remember Dilip Rao. He's now an advisor for FlashFX, which is building on-demand liquidity corridors for XRP. He used to be the global head of infrastructure for Ripple. And here's what he's quoted to say in this video. I'll retweet it right now just so you guys know. And if you want to find it and follow me, and be sure to follow Status. So the Holy Grail. First, get banks connected to RippleNet, settle with fiat. Okay, cool. Get them used to all of that. Use Xcurrent, just like in the document by NTT Data. Then, get them the source of liquidity using XRP. Then, get them the hold XRP directly. This is from global head of infrastructure, who speaks with central banks. It's not some cartoon character on Twitter, guys. These are legitimate people. And right here, we even have Dilip Rao. So just emphasizing, instead of holding hundreds of different types of currencies in pre-funded accounts all around the globe, over $10 trillion in float, and then imagine getting hit with inflation costs, 3%, 5% of inflation on an annual basis, and you have trillions of dollars. That's a big loss. In today's ecosystem, you don't have direct bilateral relationships with every single currency pair, let alone liquidity. Anybody that has studied the correspondent banking network understands this. So instead of going through 4 different currencies or 4 different correspondent banking partners, holding XRP, you are saving multiple spreads. You're saving so much via transaction costs, via time, efficiency, transparency. It's a no-brainer. So of course you can see here with Xcurrent, this is just RippleNet. Right here it shows 19 Eurozone countries throughout Europe. Even Apple Pay right on the document, and Apple's already complimented Ripple many times, guys. They go way back. This should not be a surprise by any means. The question is, when are they going to start using XRP at scale so that the price can finally start pushing up with a higher ground floor? In other news, we have a girl that said she sold a bunch of ADA and would have been a millionaire if she just held her ADA, but she went all in on Bitcoin, so now she's calling ADA a bad coin. Huh. And I love Kyle, he's an OG in the space. Congrats on a 100x return now with ADA. As you can see, RippleNet, messaging, clearing, settlement, while Swift is just messaging. So who has more? Obviously RippleNet, because we actually want settlements. This is solving the problem today. And it's in near real time, shared by Anders L. The superior. Even though they're trying to upgrade, they are not offering the same thing. Keep in mind, we have to focus on these ISO 222 tokens. XDC, cough cough. XRP, cough cough. XLM, cough cough. I really have to stop coughing, but the point is that these assets are already deeply ingrained into the financial ecosystem. There are vested interests in the space. I don't care what your favorite token is. I follow the money. And if you can, try to beat it there. Unfortunately, I don't beat all this smart money. So I follow it, and I beat most of the dumb money. Also, guys, this is not referencing any specific crypto. This is just talking about in general. When you find a well-established, lower cap asset that has an outrageous amount of 24-hour volume, I'm talking trading volume, even if you want to use coinmarketcap.com, pay close attention. It usually precedes some very nice moves. And I'm not endorsing any crypto specifically, just talking in general here. Next up, guys, we have Johnny Deaton sharing this. Michael Arrington, we moved $50 million worth of XRP into our company within 2 seconds, and it costed 30 cents. There is no way to do that with fiat or Bitcoin. Okay, imagine even $50 for a wire transfer, but not even 50 bucks or, a fraction of a percent of a fee. Imagine the guarantee of the XRP ledger. Having transparency, showing you the exact route and getting there within a matter of seconds rather than 4 to 6 days like today. Directly and bidirectionally, so there's no competition in my opinion. So Johnny Deaton, utility doesn't sound like a security to me. So if the SEC attorneys have informed Judge Netburn that the SEC disputes whether XRP has any utility, of course it has utility. If XRP holders are allowed to file, I will be highlighting this quote along with spend the bits, because that's additional utility, and others, utility defined. Thank you, John. Oh, right here as well. So right on time, Mr. Digital Dive highlighting this of 360 Trader. If every time your coin dips or doesn't go up, and even if it goes down 10, 20%, and you think it's dead or get worried, leave crypto forever. This is not for you. We share that sentiment. Anybody that's been here for the past several years, you learn. You either control your emotions or they will control you entirely. What's the point of getting a 10x return if you're going to put it in something and then lose all of it? I'd much rather just build this wealth slowly, and compounding is one of the ways that I do it. Be sure to follow Status on Twitter to keep up to date with all of the Flare Networks, Flare Finance, and XRP Ledger airdrops that are occurring. And of course, follow Flare Networks, Flare Finance, and all of the great Spark content creators that are covering Flare Networks extensively. And if you don't like my stupid opinion, let's listen to Mary Jo White, who is formerly the chair of the US SEC. So literally, the former chair of the SEC says this. And she's also kind of representing Ripple for anybody that doesn't know. Please do your research. This is not a joke. She was quoted to say this. This is in articles everywhere. There's no way to sugarcoat it. The SEC is dead wrong legally and factually. Back in February 2021, defending Ripple in a pivotal crypto case. We even have the former CFTC chairman, Christopher Giancarlo, as an advisor for Ripple. And there's still people I see on every YouTube video. They must be a Bitcoin maxi saying, oh, XRP is going to zero, scam coin. Guys, if you're so successful and you hate XRP, why are you commenting on it? Go focus on your other projects. If you're really winning, why do you have to tell people that they're losing? Kind of goes back to what I shared on Instagram. Winners don't do that. They focus on winning. But alright guys, that's enough out of me. I hope you enjoyed, and I will catch you in the next one live stream tonight for patrons at 6 p.m. CST.